Hello everyone, it's Miscensure if you are not sure, and welcome back to another Overwatch update video, where today we are granted another PTR update, which seems to include a lot more quality of life things and really than buffs and nerfs. So the first thing are some UI changes. So the most important is that now you can see when Mercy reses in the kill feed, which is something that is a lot more handy, and they changed the kill feed so it pops up a little bit better and is easier to read. So that's definitely welcome, and it's easy to see Mercy's impact more than seeing her as a bottom feeder. So something along the lines of feeding, you can now see what characters contribute to a kill of another character, which is something that is really handy, so you can see when your team is feeding or whenever the enemy team is feeding. Cool, that's awesome. You can see who all contributes. But more of the different quality of life changes are to Genji and Hanzo. So they kind of changed their wall climb and the more of Hanzo's and Genji's, but here's some footage for it. So basically what has changed is that after they finish wall riding or wall climbing, they pretty much are able to attack right after the animation is over instead of having to wait. This is a lot more convenient, so you can shoot faster, and so you don't feel kind of awkward while you get back your footing even though you're falling or whatever. It was kind of a ridiculous concept, so that's cool. One of the big things that was actually changed was Hanzo, when he got an increase to a charge speed for his storm bow. And also while he's climbing, you can see in the footage, I'm able to maintain that charge and have that same charge once I climb up the wall to shoot with, which is definitely welcome. This gives him more potential to deal more damage faster, so he's a lot more capable of DPS, which is always welcome. One of the next changes is to Orisa. So they wanted Orisa to be a Reinhardt replacement, but in the state that she kind of is in, she's kind of too clunky. Her barrier takes too long, and with that being said, it doesn't seem as reliable with how slow she is. So they changed a little bit about her, and so what they did is that their fusion driver, her damage is reduced by 15%, but in turn she has a protective barrier that comes back faster, which the cooldown is reduced from 12 seconds to 8. This makes her come into more handy for the Rhine replacement deal, but at the same time, I guess I understand how the damage is going to be reduced if you're going to be that close quarters with her. She's still slow. I don't know if it'll help her that much, but another quality of life thing that changes to Reaper. So whenever you rate form, your ammo is now entirely refilled, which is something that's great, because you would try to run away as Reaper, and if you didn't have any bullets, man, that was it. So that's definitely a welcome addition. So last changes are to Reinhardt and Soldier. So Earthshatter, the effective height has been lowered from 3 meters to 2 meters, and the height threshold of objects that Earthshatter can climb has been lowered from 3 meters to 2 meters, making Earthshatter less likely to climb tall objects as it crawls along the ground. So I think that's good, because it would make it really annoying as I was playing Pharah that sometimes I'll be hovering above the payload, not touching it, and still get knocked down. So that's definitely a welcome addition, and the range is now a little bit more forgiving. But I think the main addition to this, and something I hope is still there, is that you can ult the people on top of the payload. That is something that needs to stay, and just so the clunkiness and awkwardness of it is gone, that's cool. But as long as you can get the guys on the payload, that's all that matters to me. So the big changes are for Soldier 76, which is something very slight. His heavy pulse rifle, his bullet damage has been decreased from 20 to 19. So he deals a little bit less damage, so he has damage fallout. So his very max damage he can do is 19, which makes it, I think, one more body shot to kill, which is nice, but I don't think it'll really matter that much. I don't know, I'll have to see. But as of right now, a lot of these changes are for more of the quality of life and to put characters into their respective places, which is all welcome. So that's pretty much about do it for this update. So tell me what you guys think. Do you think these changes are cool, welcomed, or what other things would you like to see? Tell me in the comments below. And as always, safe sells and bye bye.